All I wanted was a serial killer boyfriend who hates me, and looks like we got it! Yeehaw! What time is it? It's 7:31 a.m. Okay, still good. Thank God I set the alarm yesterday. Properly this time. No matter how much I want to, binge watching anime so late into the night isn't a very good idea when I have to wake up early. Well, not every night at least. As soon as I give my limbs a good stretch, I check the notifications on my Hoodle calendar. Big day at work, get up super early. My lips form a smile. Once I finish brushing my teeth, I get dressed and grab my satchel. Wait, I'm missing something. I give a quick glance to the room until I find what I'm looking for right on top of my desk. Here you are, you little rascal, you. I pick it up. Hey there, stranger. You're about to decide who you'd like to play in the story. Would you like to play as Fauna, the canon protagonist, or would you rather play as your own character? If you choose to play as Fauna, the pronouns will be set to she, her, and her sprite will be shown next to the text box whenever she's talking or thinking. She will also be shown in CGs, while the invisible MC will not. Keep in mind, even if you play as an invisible MC, the story was written with Fauna in mind, so they will also have her personality. The main character is not meant to be interpreted as a blank slate. So, which option do you prefer? Definitely play as Fauna. You have chosen to play as Fauna. It reads, this identification card certifies that Fauna Darby, who uses she, her pronouns, is commissioned as a criminal profiler by the police department of Silvering City. Soon, very soon, there will be a completely new word written on this ID. Just you wait. Right, am I ready for the day? Alright, let's do this. God, I've got Apple everything everywhere. But first things first. I couldn't start the day without a good breakfast. And I forgot I ran out of food. Ah, yes, the classic ultimate trope of like forgetting to buy food. Man, I love living by myself, but having to buy groceries constantly is such a pain in the ass. I hope that one day online delivery evolves to such an extent that everything you buy gets teleported right into your kitchen. Doesn't hurt to dream, right? Anyway, not much I can do in the grasp of reality. I guess I'll just grab something at a coffee shop or whatever. Are there any good ones nearby? Haven't had a chance to visit any local food establishments since I moved to this neighborhood. I take out my phone from my jacket and start browsing cafes with decent Hoodle reviews. Let's see here. Cup of coffee, 4.5 stars, 25 reviews. Never heard of this one before. Maybe it's relatively new? Doesn't seem like a nice enough place, and the food looks cute. Which is always great in my book. Yeah, I'm sold. Keys in hand, I walk to the door. And head out. Unlike the last couple of days, which were constantly threatened by the heavy rain forecast, this morning is bright and sunny. There's a breeze in the air. Guess the storm passed right through instead of gracing us with its presence. I walk along the road of Golden Meadows, slowly but surely getting closer to my destination. Well, at least according to Hoodle Maps. I don't usually head this way when I go to work. My brain is usually in auto mode in the mornings. Especially if I need to get somewhere quick. Like, well, my job, if you'll forgive the repetition. Maybe I should consider changing my route from time to time. For such a bustling city, this park is pretty chill. I don't think I've seen more than a few joggers and one or two people walking their dogs. Still, why is it called Golden Meadows? Wouldn't it make more sense to call it Silver Meadows, given that we're in Silvering City and all that jazz? The trees don't even get that golden during fall. Yeah, I definitely need some coffee if I'm already thinking about random shit like this. 2 blocks of walking later, my journey has come to an end. You've arrived at your destination. I close Hoodle Maps and enter the cafe. Man, this place is cute. The distinct smell of coffee hits me straight away. Several pastries can be seen near the register too. It's not that big of a place, but it isn't small either. In fact, the size is just right. It adds to the coziness. I glance down the pictures in the review once again. They're certainly eye-catching, but they don't do it justice. Someone here really loves bears. It definitely goes without saying. There are some things in life that are better to see for yourself.
Welcome.
Hello? The warm greeting from the cashier brings me right back to Earth.
The name's Arthur. What will you be having today?
You? Can I have a tall servant of you? Oh, hi. Sorry, I was a bit distracted by your boobs. First time? Guess it was too obvious, huh? Arthur laughs. I'm tempted to ask him where the owner got so much bear merch for their cafe.
What can I say? You're not the only first-timer to get lost in thought as soon as they enter.
And your eyes! I get the plushies and some of the tableware, but there's even crochet and bear-shaped pastries. All handmade stuff that's not easy to make. Maybe the owner commissioned several artisans. Moving on, let's actually be part of the conversation, Fauna. But to be fair, I do try to make this place look as charming as possible. Wait a second. You own this place?
Right on.
I've discovered the bear aficionado. That's really cool. I don't know many cafes where you see the owner on the job. You work here all by yourself, Arthur?
I do have another employee who helps me bake pretty often, but recently he's been handling deliveries whenever he's not at his, other jobs.
Oh.
It's not a big cafe, so I don't have to worry too much.
I see. Well, that was weird. Does this employee have a strange side job or something? Do they also have a hyperfixation on bears? That'd be cute.
Anyway, sorry. I was just trying to make small talk, but got a bit sidetracked. Are you ready to order?
Oh, right. That's why I came here in the first place. Well, let's see. I glanced at the menu hanging by the wall. Apart from coffee, tea, and juices, there seems to be a moderate variety of pastries and a few savory options. Latte bears, bear cappuccino, blueberry pie, Teddy Barrel, hamburger, Bernard's Cobble Tea? I rest my case. Someone here really loves bears. And puns. But who the hell is Bernard? I'm having a bit of trouble deciding. Do you have any recommendations?
Well...
First things first. Do you happen to be vegetarian or vegan? Any allergies? Nah, I'm good with anything. Well, almost anything. My stomach doesn't really do well with cow's milk when it's in drinks. Oh, are you lactose intolerant? I guess to an extent, but not completely. I can eat cheese, yogurt, and sweets just fine. It's just cow's milk drinks that are a no-no. I see. Well, I have plant shakes as well, so it's no problem at all. Do you have any preferences? Coconut milk if you have any. I do, actually. Oh, that's perfect. Can I have that added to your recommendation?
Right on.
And this here is for... Is this for here or to go? To go. Hopefully this gives me the energy boost I need.
Ah, is it an important day?
You could say that. Arthur smiles and nods.
Of course.
Give me 5. Arthur heads towards the machine a few steps from the register and starts grinding some coffee beans. I want him to grind my bean. And when he's done with that, I see him grab what looks like a milk frother, and it's then that I realize he's making a latte. Once there's enough foam, Arthur raises the frothed coconut milk to a relatively high position and begins pouring it into a paper cup. The more the cup gets filled, the lower he steeps his hand until there's nothing left to pour. Finally, he covers the latte with a lid and grabs a pastry from the glass display. Thank you for waiting. Oh,
here's our takeaway latte cub. If you need an energy boost, this'll do the trick.
The latte Arthur gives me has an adorable sticker with the logo of the cafe on top of the cardboard sleeve. I guess this little one is Bernard. Cup of coffee. It really is a fitting name.
And this is one of our most popular pastries, the Berry Big Bun.
I love the Berry Big Bun! It's filled with custard. Much like its name, the bun is shaped like a bear. A very big bear. Oh, thank you, Arthur. These look so good. Can't wait to try them.
Glad to hear it. Have a good day now, won't you? A very good day.
God, it sounded like it was like whispering that berry part into our ears, and I'm kind of here for it. I definitely will now. See ya.
Come again.
Arthur raises a hand in farewell as I exit the shop. That took a little longer than I thought. But it's okay. It doesn't hurt to have a little push once in a while. I take out my phone to check the time. 8:30! Holy shit, I'm gonna be late! Oh god, I'm dying! Oh, note to yourself, don't run while trying not to spill any coffee! Oh, or any of your belongings for that matter. Actually, don't run when going to work, period. Thank god this lid is tougher than a freaking marmalade jar. Well, at least I won't be late now. Still, it's kind of a miracle that I didn't bump into anyone. Ruby Road is pretty crowded today. While waiting for the streetlight to change, I take a look at my berry bun. That chunkiness. That shine. It's like it's calling to me. Okay, if you look at me like that, I guess I'll have to take a bath.
Hey, you! Get out of the way!
What? I see a bicycle approaching. Why does it sound like a car? Ah! What the? No! The bear bun. It died. It succumbed to the bicycle's wheel. Oh my god! You've got to be kidding me. That voice. I turn around to spot the identity of the bear bun murderer. He hasn't fared much better. The delivery backpack he was carrying has spilled some of its contents, too. How in the hell did my latte survive, but not these? The guy glares at me.
You. Why the fuck didn't you move when I told you to, dumbass?
Excuse me? Better not risk it, apologize. Screw this guy, I got mad. I don't even want to give him the time of day. Ignore him. I'm gonna apologize. I'm too much of a softie. Nah. It was totally his fault. Maybe a little bit of mine too, but I don't know this guy. What if he gets violent? Also, like, the sound effect. Jesus! The previous, save data is still here. God damn. I do need to, lower the sound effects volume because, Jesus, that was loud. Alright. And I really don't want to flash my ID for something like this. Maybe he's just having a bad day.
Hey!
Are you listening? Sorry. Was he not expecting that? I'm sorry. It's true that I wasn't paying attention, so I'm partially responsible. Even so, please, you should try to be a bit more attentive too. Thankfully, it was just some food this time. But someone could have really gotten hurt, you know. Let's both try to be more careful from now on. I'm...
Okay, whatever.
As best as he can manage, the guy retrieves the spilt contents from the ground and puts them away in his delivery backpack before hopping onto his bike once again.
Sorry.
Then he leaves. Well, that was something. It throws a wrecked bear bun in a nearby trash can. It's a shame, but I'll just buy another one later. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Made it. Barely. It's almost 9 a.m. Well, at least I'm not late. Ding ding. Hello! Why am I announcing myself in the office? After taking the elevator and walking down the third floor hallway, I arrive at the office of the Criminal Investigation Department. It's mostly empty. My coworkers are all probably getting some coffee from the second floor.
Close call, eh?
Hello? Save for one person. Not even a minute has gone by and I already have the pleasure of dealing with my cubicle neighbor.
I almost thought you wouldn't make it.
Why are you cute? Why are you cute, Carl? You're supposed to be pathetic! Not like you. Not like you at all. Blood ran cold or something? As if. I just got breakfast somewhere else and it was a bit crowded.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, kiddo.
Oh, shut up, Carl!
Anyway,
Hate to cut the conversation short, but I need to take care of some really important business. Okay. I don't really care. Carl puts a hand on his chest in feigned shock.
come on, kiddo. You're not even going to ask what?
Oh, for the love of... No. Patience, Fauna. Remember, today is special. Sure, Carl. What's this important business?
It's confidential.
I have a strong urge to throw my monitor so that it conveniently lands on his head. You should see the look on your face.
Ah, well, I guess I can tell you.
He swivels his office chair around and scoots over to shorten the distance. Then he leans onto me with his hand close to his mouth like he's about to reveal a secret. You know David from second floor? The engineer? Yeah, him.
Turns out, he bought the wrong SD card for the surveillance cameras at the detention center.
And you know this, how? Carl grins.
Anyway,
I happened to arrive early and saw him panic on the phone. Probably talking to his partner or something.
thing is, Guy was scared shitless, going off about how the cabs would go full at any moment, about how he could lose his job. Which, to be fair, yeah, he could.
Can't he go buy a replacement? No can do. He's got to check the CCTV cams from the latest crime scene, kiddo. Oh, now that you mention it.
Anyway,
He said he'd replace them tomorrow morning without fail. Again, you know this how? He gives me a knowing smile. Really, Carl? You could get turned in for this. What makes you think I won't say anything to the boss?
no, kiddo. David's not the only one I've got dirt on.
Why you look at me like that, bro? Stop! Carl, no! You don't say. Wearing a triumphant smile, he scoots away and stops right at his working spot. Carlisle Renard, better known as Carl, is one of the people who's been working here the longest. For how long, though, nobody knows, and nobody in the department dares to ask him. Including me. I don't think he's that much older than us, yet he calls everyone kiddo for some reason. Well, everyone except for our division's boss and chief police. The cheap police. God. I can never tell if Carl's blackmailing schemes are just for show or the real deal. How the hell did someone like him become a police officer? Be right back. Need me some coffee. Whatever. At least I'll have some peace and quiet for a few minutes. I get to my own work area right next to the Apple figurine and the giant pile of paper files. Ugh, why are there still so many? Just digitize everything. What is this, the 80s? Ugh. No, now's not the time to vent your frustrations on a massive documents, Fauna. Right as I turn on my monitor, I hear the unmistakable laugh of my superior.
Partner.
Fauna, my dear partner. Morning, boss.
Yikes.
No, I told you to stop calling me that. Feels so cold and formal. Oh, come on. What did we just talk about the other day? But
Soon enough, we'll be equals, you know. Calling me boss won't be an accurate description anymore.
So, why not get used to calling me by my name starting now? Equals, huh? I mean, that's only if I succeed in finding the criminal, right? Fun. That was just a figure of speech. You really think the chief will go back on his word after all the hard work you've put in these past few years? Now, let's try again. Morning, Fauna. Morning, Aslan.
That's amazing!
Atta girl. That wasn't so hard now, was it? I guess not. Do you think this bundle of energy is my boss? Although I see him almost every day, it's very hard to believe sometimes. Unless he's using his out-of-this-world analytical skills, that is. He's not the chief of criminal investigations department for nothing. And once the day's over, I'm going to work alongside him as a fellow detective from now on. No more Miss Assistant. So, where did we leave off yesterday? That was the lead on Tiger's possible whereabouts. That's right. Any news on that regard? Unfortunately, just another person claiming to be him.
Are you for real?
God, what's wrong with these people? Do they seriously think serial killers are a joke?
As if I didn't have enough already with the dumbasses ringing the headquarters thinking they've figured out the culprit just because they read Murder on the Orient Express.
There's all sorts of people in the world.
Unbelievable.
I guess I could see the charm in claiming to be a defender of justice. It's just not the right way.
A murderer is still a murderer.
God, he can get scary sometimes. Well, on the bright side, we do know quite a few important details regarding Tiger, don't you think? He's a man, possibly in his late 20s to early 30s, with outstanding physical capabilities. He always uses a sharp object as his killing method, though I don't think it's a knife. Based on the wounds inflicted on his victims, it's most likely something resembling a claw. He only targets criminals. He's also bound to some sort of camouflage or disguise to lower people's guards. And I take out an envelope from my satchel. He always leaves a calling card.
Are you for real?
How'd you get that? Shouldn't forensics be analyzing it? Don't worry, they are, along with everything else at the crime scene. I thought he was gonna bite my head off for a second. This is just a replica that I asked them to make for us. I'm afraid I don't follow. I have a plan, Aslan. Hear me out, okay? Go ahead. We should make a copycat crime. Not a real one, of course, just something that will trick Tiger into coming our way. We can prepare a fake murder and use this replica to alert the media that Tiger struck again. If it was just any other killer, I doubt it'd work, but this is Tiger we're talking about. Someone with such a strong sense of justice won't tolerate his name being dragged through the mud. Even if he knows this is a...
It's amazing!
You're a genius, Fawn. Yeah! Aslan grabs my shoulders.
For being a killer, Tiger is a prideful guy.
If he finds out that the police, no less, is trying to ruin his name, he will lose his mind. Before I can give an answer, Aslan takes the calling card replica out of my hands.
Partner!
In fact, why don't we go the extra mile and make the chief a fake target? What? But that... Do you really think he'll agree to it? If it's for a good cause, he won't mind.
Partner!
And I consider catching a serial killer who's been a pain in our asses for the last few months to be a good cause, no? Well, when you put it like that, probably. Yeah. Yeah, the girl. Should I contact the chief now then? Nah, don't fret. He'll take care of everything. You sure?
Yep. I'm not the leader of the Criminal Investigations Department for nothing.
Let boss show you what he's made of before you can't call me that anymore. Okay. When should we put the plan in motion then? This evening? No, what? Wait, are you serious? Yeah, the faster the better, right? We don't know when Tiger will strike again, after all. Not to mention, the amount of time he takes from murder to murder is getting shorter. That's true. Can we actually do it? Well, this could be like a test run this could be a test run with Aslan before we start working together as fellow detectives, so Why not? Okay, got it. Yeah, I'll help with some details we might need to make the story more believable. I even know someone from the Target News Agency who'll get here at the drop of a hat once we call him.
Partner.
Oh, God, Fun. What would I do without you? You'd be hopeless. You got me there. Okay, I'll go on ahead with the preparations then. Could you send me the number for your contact in the news? I'd like to have it, just in case. Sure thing. I'll send you a message. Got it. Thanks, partner. You're amazing. I try. See you later, Aslan.
Ta-ta.
Aslan starts to walk away towards the hallway until something makes him stop in his tracks. He comes back. Fauna? Yeah?
Congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you!
Ta-ta.
Smell you later, partner. What a weird morning it's been. Well, no matter. Let's get to work. And this is where everything goes wrong. Time goes by so fast when you're concentrating. Wonder if Aslan's already finished with the preparations. I only need to call Patrick for the scoop, and then we'll be all set. Maybe I could get some coffee from the machine on the second floor in the meantime. I'll never get used to these horrible orange stripes on the wall. Who the hell designed this building? Thank God I don't have to see them unless I'm moving around from floor to floor. Anyway, coffee. Oh, hey there. Huh? Who's that? I don't think he's from this division. He's so cute, though! Wait a second. He seems familiar. When I start approaching him, the black-haired man makes eye contact. Ugh, fuck! What? Hey! Ah! What the? Aslan's calling? Hello? Hey, Fun. Could you fetch the chief of police from his office? We're ready to move the plan along. Hi, Aslan. Sure thing. Oh, should I call Patrick now, then? Don't worry. I already took care of it. What? Are you for real? Looks like my catchphrases are rubbing off of you. And yeah, Patrick was glad to help when I told him you referred me to him. I see. That's great. I'll go ahead and get the chief then. Atta girl. That's my partner. With a smile on my face, I hung up and put the phone in my pocket. Okay, no time for distractions. Let's do this. Chief Barros, we're ready for the... Huh? Wait, where is he? That's odd. It smells like blood. Oh, please tell me this is a joke. He couldn't have been... No, snap out of it, Fauna. You gotta stop assuming the worst every single time. Let's just make sure first. I'll take one step. Then another. And another. And another. Until I'm right next to the desk. Then I look behind it. Sprawled on the floor, over a small pool of blood, lies a small card with the image of a tiger's eye, and the unmoving corpse of Arden Barros, the former chief of police.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, with a black-haired man comes out from the cupboard to my right. This guy was the one on the street. I knew I recognized him from somewhere. He just put on a wig and makeup to cover his burn scar.
You police moron set me up!
And if he's here, there's no one else he could be but... Tiger!
Hooray! You earn a fucking gold star!
Now you better tell me what the fuck is going on!
Did you kill this guy to try and pin it on me? Oh, honey, you shouldn't have!
I didn't do anything! Excuse me, you're the one who killed him! This is bad, I'm gonna lose my job! I didn't do anything! What? I didn't do anything! Didn't you kill him?
Dipshit.
Why would I be asking you if I did?
I'm a killer, not a fucking liar.
You should sort out your standards, man. Okay, let's suppose for a second that he's actually telling the truth. Who would actually believe that? Like, seriously, the scene is pretty damning. Even if you didn't kill him, you don't exactly have a clean record, you know. Look, Over there! Oh, shit. A number of officers enter the office. I can see a few colleagues peeking from the door's entrance as well, including Carl. So it's true. Unbelievable. It's just as Mr. King said. What? Put your hands in the air! Reluctantly, Tiger does as he says. Can't beat a gun, after all. Tiger, you're under arrest for the murder of Arden Barrows and several other people. You have the right to remain silent. While the officer handcuffs Tiger's wrists and starts leading him towards the door. Make way, this man is dangerous! Before Tiger disappears from my field of view, he glares at me one last time.
I won't forget this.
I didn't even do anything yet. Keep walking.
Hey!
I get it already. Once they're out of sight, I turn to the remaining officer in the room. Hey, what did you mean just now? Did you know the chief was murdered even before you came here? He scowls. Plain dumb won't help you, traitor. What? What do you mean, traitor? I'm a detective. That's no way to treat your superior. The officer ignores me and points his gun at me. What the? Aslan! Where's Aslan?
That's Mr. King to you.
What?
Unbelievable.
And considering your involvement in this, the only place you belong in is a filthy jail. Miss Darby. Oh, this can't be happening. What? What are you talking about? Involvement? I came here to get the chief just like you told me. Didn't we plan to make him a fake target just this morning so that Tiger will make his appearance tonight?
For heaven's sake, Darby. How would I even accomplish that in such a short time?
To think you would resort to spouting fallacies and nonsense the moment you got cornered.
Yikes.
Never expected this from you. No, Then again, never expected you to be the Tiger's accomplice either.
The way you knew so much about him. I should have seen the signs.
No, I was just doing my job. Please, take her to the detention center. Oh, it can't be. Right away, Mr. King. Wait, it isn't true. Someone tell me it isn't true. Father Darby, you're under arrest for being an accomplice to a serial killer in the murder of Arden Barrows. So I can't stop knocking my knees together. My feet are stuck to the floor. I don't even register the words coming at me, just the cold metal of the cuffs against my skin. My legs inevitably start moving when I feel a rough tug on my wrist in order to make me walk. Just a moment, officer. Aslan approaches me and leans in, as if he wants to whisper something.
Thanks for your cooperation, partner.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, this fucker! This fucker! He was planning to set me up from the very beginning! With my plan! You son of a bitch! My sudden outburst catches everyone off guard. The officer, my colleagues, Carl, all except for him. I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you! No matter how much I struggle, no matter how much I scream and flail, I keep getting carried off while Aslan grins sardonically. Asshole! Stay here! But why am I put into, like, this room? I forgot what it's called. The call room? The phone room? I forgot. Right after shoving me like I'm the vermin of the earth, the officers closed the door. Do we not have the budget for a proper jail cell? Where would I even go, dumbass?
Well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Tiger! Not pleased to make your acquaintance, dipshit. Wait, why did they put us in the same detention cell? How the fuck should I know? It's not like I'm happy about it either.
You're the little dipshit who set me up after all.
Oh my god, can you fucking stop that? I already told you it wasn't me. You think I was born yesterday?
A lot of people in the police force are fucking stupid, but I know a damn smartass when I see one.
You and the pompous asshole who acts like he's got a lion's mane up his ass. Both of you set me up. You're half right.
What?
The initial plan was to lay a trap for you with a fake target. It was originally my idea. Not going to deny that. But judging from the fact that you got here so quickly without knowing what the hell was going on, and how everyone thought the chief was dead even before coming into the room, I dig my nails into my hands. That bastard must have murdered him and planned to pin the crime on the both of us.
Huh.
And people say I'm the douchebag. Well, you are a killer, even if you say you're doing it for the greater good. I won't deny that. I'm surprised you're not losing your mind over all this, especially considering how you acted before. I mean, even I'm a freaking mess right now. I thought you'd be angrier.
Oh, make no mistake, I'm seething.
But I need to cool my head if I want to get out of here and murder that fucking scumbag. Now, if I kill him first, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still need my job back. Tempting, but that would be a mercy. Ooh! Ooh! Yes! As tempting as that is, it would still be a mercy. You'd have it too easy. No, that bastard needs to rot in a jail.
Kinda mild for my taste, but wouldn't be bad to see the trash go where it belongs for once.
He absolutely deserves to be punched, though.
Oh, that I can do.
Still, it's still too early to think about how we're going to deal with him. We can't do anything while we're stuck here. You're not wrong there, dipshit. Can you stop calling me that? My name's Fauna.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Patience, Fauna. Patience. You can always punch him later. He must be angry because I'm still technically part of the reason he's here. Speaking of names, I'm guessing Tiger's not your real name either, right? No shit. Okay, patience over. I swear to God, if you keep it up with this hot and cold attitude, I'm going to start calling you dickhead for the rest of your life.
Fine. The name's Oz. Happy now?
Partially. It's a start. Whatever. So, Oz. We seem to have... No, we definitely got up on the wrong foot here. But if we both want to get revenge on that walking garbage, we need to cooperate. Work together.
Tell you what, Bambi.
Bambi?
If you can use that giant brain of yours to get us the hell out of here, I'm game.
Yeah, I even know someone out there who can help us. Oh, you've got yourself a deal. After discussing the new plan, we wait for a certain someone to show up. Oz nods at me and I get into position. It's showtime. I lie on the floor and close my eyes. All right, you two. Time for your meal, but no funny bit. Hey, what happened? What do you think happened, moron? She collapsed. But why? Shit, for the love of... So much for being righteous. All you cops are the fucking same. I need to call for her.
Hey!
You can't just leave her alone, asshole. What if she dies? What? Die? Oh, God. They didn't train me for this. The guard touches my neck with two of his fingers to feel my pulse. I'll just call someone. He starts fiddling with his clothes. Hold on. Didn't surveillance catch this one on cam? What a fucking moron! Yeah, I'm glad I remembered he was the one on duty today. How is someone this dumb on the police force? Well, he's very athletic and kind-hearted.
I shouldn't have asked.
After nabbing the key from the guard and opening our handcuffs, we proceed to undress him so that Oz can put on his clothes. Once we cuff him, Oz takes off his black wig and shows it to me.
Okay.
All yours. I hold my hair on top of my head to put the wig on. Those cameras make me nervous. Are you absolutely sure they're not working right now? Yeah, don't worry. The memory's full. How do you know that? Little old Carl Renard.
Huh?
I'll tell you later. Alright, we definitely still can't exit through the entrance, even with the cameras out of the way. And that's not counting the reporters that must be outside. Shit, you're right. How do we leave then? The second floor at the back might be doable. Thankfully, this building has windows on both sides. Sounds good to me. I just hope you don't leave me behind. I'm a bit nervous about jumping from this high up.
Unlike the Lion Trash King, I'm not a fucking traitor, Bambi.
Alright. Thanks. Yeet!
You've got guts, Bambi. I'll give you that.
You're not so bad yourself. After a bunch of running and momentarily hiding so that Oz could change back into his clothes, I end up taking the wig off and giving it back to him. The officer's clothes, let's say Oz tore them to shreds. I can't believe we jumped from a window on the second floor and survived. In fact, no matter how good or bad my plan was, I can't believe we even managed to sneak well enough to go unnoticed. Was our security always this lax? It actually kind of irritates me how easily we were able to escape. Oh well. I'm obviously not part of the police anymore. Not after what happened today.
Okay.
Here we are. For the first time since we stopped running, I take a look at the place Oz has brought us to. And I immediately recognize it. You've gotta be kidding me.
Bambi!
For fuck's sake, Bambi, move your ass already. Arthur's already not gonna like this. But we've really got no other choice. Alright, lead the way. Who would have thought? Of all places, a bear-themed cafe. Not that I'm complaining, of course. Welcome to our humble abode. Thank you. The cafe has a bit of a different feeling now that it's empty.
Okay.
Give me a sec, okay? I'm gonna go bring Arthur. Sure. Oz heads to the back of the shop and starts going upstairs to what I assume is the floor they live on. Hey, Artie! Got some big news to tell you. His voice gets more and more distant. Arthur! You there? Until I can't hear it anymore. It really is the same cafe, huh? I guess the other employee Arthur mentioned this morning must be Austin. So he's the one who helps him bake. I'm pooped. I'm about to sit down on one of the nearby tables when the pastries from the shop's counter grabs my attention. Oh, they look so good! I wonder if... With a bounce in my step, I approached the glass display, only to have my hopes instantly crushed the moment I noticed the sign next to the empty plate. We're out of berry baked buns now! Ah!
Bambi.
Seems like Arthur hasn't arrived yet. What are you doing? Before I can muster a reply, he follows my line of sight and hums in understanding. Enough said. My pastries are fucking awesome. Oh, come on. Could you at least show some reaction? Actually, I kind of already figured it out.
What?
It's funny, to be honest. I was here this morning. You're shitting me. No, siree. Already met Arthur. He gave me his recommendation. I bought a latte and a bear bun and then headed to work.
Huh.
You don't say. Yep. Well? Well what? Did you like the bear bun? Please tell me you're joking.
Huh?
Wait, why would I joke about this? Wait, don't tell me. Oh my god, you don't remember. Remember what? A certain, incident? With a bicycle? For a few seconds, Oz looks at me like I've grown another head. Then his eyes widen. Oh, fuck, that was you? Lord, give me strength, for I will kick him in the balls! The hell, dude? I even recognized you with a wig and makeup, and you can't even remember the poor person you almost ran over?
Hey!
I was in a hurry, okay? It's not like I remember every single person I see on the streets. Clearly. I can't believe I'm actually more shocked about this than having had my bun destroyed. Is my face that forgettable? It's true that we don't usually remember faces from people we don't know, but... Look, I'll make it up to you, okay? Most of the pastries and desserts we sell here are made by me anyway. Really? Why are you surprised now? No, I mean, Arthur said that his other employee helped him bake, but I didn't think you actually made everything on the menu. Wait, he's embarrassed? Not everything, just the sweet stuff. Arthur handles the drinks, bread, and regular cooking. I get it. Looks like someone here really enjoys confectionery. I see. It's whatever. Water under the bridge and all that jazz. Good thing we made it, eh? Yeah, thank God. Not God, thank us. We're the ones who got out. Guess you're right on that. Yep, home sweet home. I wouldn't be so sure. Artie, where the hell were you, man? I was looking all over for you. Shit. Oh shit, indeed, he does not look happy.
Ozzy.
You've got a lot of nerve asking me where I was, Ozzy. Look, I did what I had to, okay? I even wore my usual wig and makeup. It was obvious as hell they had some dirty trick up their ass, but I couldn't just let a copycat.
Oscar.
That is exactly the reason why you shouldn't have gone. Why do you never think about the consequences of your actions? This impulsive nature of yours is going to get you killed one day. I'm fine. You worry too much. Are they gonna kiss? Because I won't mind watching them kiss. I mean, they could make out right now. Like, they could do it sloppy style all over the counter for all I care.
Oscar!
I think I don't worry enough. What's the point of letting you know stuff in advance if you're just going to do whatever you want? Stuff in advance? Look, can we continue this another time? I don't know if you noticed you, but there's someone else here. You can yell at me all you want to later. Hey, yo! Hello. Great way to get to know people. Just witness a random argument and hope for the best. Oh God. I'm so sorry. Didn't know we had a... Huh? You look familiar. Yeah, I actually came this morning. Ah, you're the one who had an important day. That's me, all right. Guess I should introduce myself properly. I'm Fauna. Well, once again, it's nice to meet you, Fauna. Likewise. Did you know she is the one who helped me escape the police's detention center? What? Well, way to drop a bomb, man. What are you doing? She also works for the police. What? Technically, not anymore. Is he doing it on purpose? Scratch that. That smug smile tells me it's totally on purpose. I need to sit down. Yeah, I bet. I look at Oz, demanding an explanation. He just shrugs. I don't like beating around the bush. At least give me a warning next time. Fine, whatever. I can't believe this guy. Why is this happening? Artie. I'll explain everything. I see. Then he betrayed you. That's rough. Artie.
Ozzy.
I need Oz to make sure first. Oz doesn't say anything, but he nods. Fauna, you're aware of what we do. Probably more than anyone, considering you were a profiler. Yeah, I hadn't figured out Tiger had an accomplice, though. I guess I'm one of them too now. What can I say? I'm more suited to gathering information from the sidelines, blending in with my surroundings, making small talk, be it online or offline. No wonder Oz hasn't been discovered. Yet, Arthur seems to be pretty meticulous. But that's besides the point. Do you see what I'm trying to get at? I do, and I'm okay with it. I sacrifice a lot of things to be a detective. Aside from a couple of people online, I don't have any friends. Which reminds me, I need to let Aspen know that I'm fine. I'm not on speaking terms with my family, let alone have the time or energy to date. Maybe it's not the most admirable or healthy thing to do for someone, but my career was everything to me. It was the only thing that gave me purpose. The only thing that made me feel like I had a soul. Like it was good for something. Like I existed. That bastard! He stole my very life from me! You might as well say he stole my soul! That's why, no matter what, I'm going to get revenge. Well, Artie? Alright, Pumpkin. You've certainly got resolve. Welcome aboard. Does that mean... Hell yeah! You can stay, Bambi. We're gonna be a great team. Alright. I'm glad you're in agreement. That means you won't mind sharing a room, will you?
Huh?
What the fuck do you mean, Arthur? Why?
Well,
Seeing that you have an extra bed in your room and I don't. Not to mention there aren't any more bedrooms. But I thought you'd give her your room and we'd share. Considering you brought Fauna here, Ozzy, I think it's more than fair that you share a room with her. You certainly don't expect me to do that, do you? I mean, we wouldn't even be in this situation if someone had listened. Scary has gotten a whole other meaning now. Don't mess with Arthur if you know what's good for you. Fine. Remember to clean up a bit before pulling out the trundle bed. Yeah, I know.
Bambi.
Follow me. Yes, sir. Ah, cute little room. Wow. Definitely not what I expected. The room is filled to the brim with posters from different bands and video games. I see a gaming console and a TV too. Fellow gamer, huh? Plus he likes Pokemon and Ghost Street? What are the chances? There's also a blackboard with a recipe for chocolate pistachio cookies, which honestly sounds mouth-watering. Not only that, there's several sticky notes with recipes pasted all over the wall next to his desk. Hey, move over. Huh? I need to pull out the bed. Okay, sure. Guess he went to change when I was lost in thought. Yay, bed! Once Oz takes off his slippers, he jumps right onto his bed and whines into his pillow. It's a nice room. It's alright, I guess. As if he changed up his mind about whining, he suddenly gets up. Seeing you still wearing that suit is pissing me off. Gotta be super uncomfortable for stay-at-home clothes. Well, it's not like I've got anything else to wear. I can't go back to my apartment knowing that's probably where the police will look for me first. Touché. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Sure. Guess I'll sit down on my bed while I still wait. Wow. Waiting sucks. I wonder if he has any manga.
Bambi.
That! Well, isn't that a warm welcome? Chill, dude. It's just me. Set the serial killer? Anyway, got you some clothes. Really? Yeah. Go get changed. Thank you. Whatever. I'm back. Hey, nice. Please suit you. Oh, Thank you. I wasn't expecting the compliment. I'm glad Arthur's cardigan found a new owner. Wait, what? It's yours. Arthur made it for me a couple years ago, but it's not really my style. You sure? Yeah, in fact, it'll make him happy to see you wear it. In that case, I'll gladly take it. The turtleneck too, by the way. That one's mine, but don't really use it anymore. Must sound like a broken record by now, but seriously, thank you both so much. One thank you is enough. Don't be a suck-up. What? Hey! Oh yeah, Arthur said he'll get you more clothes tomorrow. You can even pick what you like. But seriously, no more thank yous. It's getting old. Alright. If you say so. Here's the pants, by the way. Oh, were they the wrong size? Yeah, but it's okay. These ones are pretty comfy, and I'll get more tomorrow anyway. Right. I'm pretty sad I won't be able to go home for a while, but can't complain to Oz and Arthur after all they've done for me. As hospitable as they've been, we still barely know each other. Hey, Bam. You can't be serious! No words are necessary. We just nod to each other and hurry over towards Arthur. Arthur, what's wrong? Did something happen? Look for yourselves. Arthur points at the TV, which at first glance seems to be broadcasting the latest news. The Target News Agency.
Bambi!
Wait, Bambi, look! Right in front of the Silvering police station, Aslan King is giving a speech while officers, reporters, and curious bystanders listen. As expected, they seem to have been added to the police's wanted list. Oz, or Tiger rather, was already in that list of course, but the murder of the chief of police has brought even more attention to him. Weirdly enough, the picture they're showing on the news is an old photo of me from when I first became a profiler. My hair and overall demeanor was very different back then. No pictures of Oz. But the most shocking thing of all is the news header at the bottom of the screen. Aslan King, soon to be chief of police appointed by the Sundarian government, swearing ceremony held in 10 days! What the fuck, man? Damn it all! Damn it all! 10 days. Until Aslan becomes the chief of police. Well, I guess that was the prologue. Should have known. Should have known it was all a lie. There are times when things are too good to be true, no? You're just so good at pretending. Let's be real here. You never quite belonged. What the How do you sleep at night? We trusted you! No, People like you are a menace. I hope they never let you out. I didn't do it! Don't even bother trying to explain yourself. It's probably just a bunch of excuses anyway. The scene speaks for itself. Before he can muster a reply, Carl appears right in front of me. Good job, kiddo. You've really done it now. Was it fun using my tidbit of info that I shared with you in confidence? Carl, you know that isn't true. I bet you must have had quite a laugh. Guess that's what I get for underestimating you. Carl. Well played, Fauna. You sure had me fooled. This can't be real. The whispers get louder, bolder. No more inhibition. No more hiding. No more reason to bury their opinions of me. An avalanche of unmet expectations. You deserve it. This is... there you are. Darby. You. The mere glance of his face, the slightest tone of his voice is all it takes to make me see red. I've got to give you some credit. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have been able to get this far. A shame that only one of us can be declared king. You can't get away with this! Funny. I already did. You lied to everyone! You lied to me! Is that some pride being broken there? So sorry, partner. Let's not kid ourselves. The biggest liar here is you. Where? Oh, right. I can't help but make a self-deprecating laugh while I bring my hands to my face. Why does he have to torture me in my sleep, too? It was just a dream. I know it perfectly well, but that does nothing to soothe my bursting rage. My nails dig hard into my skin. I'd better stop. Control yourself, Fauna. One look at my surroundings makes me realize Oz is nowhere to be found. Only a cute tiger plushie in his place, lying against the window. Everyone's up already? God, just how much did I sleep? I have no idea what time it is, except that it's daytime. Well, guess it's to be expected, with the day I had yesterday and all. Without wasting any more time, I stop my endless reflections to wash up and get changed before heading to the living room. Arthur and Oz are lying on the couch and sipping their coffees. Oz seems to be iced while engaging in conversation. The coffee table right next to them had a plate filled with cookies that I instantly recognize. Are those the ones from the recipe Oz had written on the blackboard? They look so good! As I get closer, I can hear bits of what they're saying. Seriously? Thank fuck the cameras weren't working or we would have been screwed. You have Fauna to thank for that. Next time, please be more careful. I know you feel like I'm nagging, but this job is difficult for a reason. Ugh.
Well...
And I worry. Okay, I get it. Conversation over. I don't know if you noticed, Artie, but Bambi has been standing there for a while. Fauna? Since when? 5 minutes, give or take.
Ozzy.
Arthur gives him a light bonk on the head with his closed fist. You should have told me. Good morning, Fauna. Morning. Good afternoon, you mean. I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Did you sleep well? Maybe it's time to change your prescription. That!
Hey!
That hurt! Not everyone has your superhuman senses. Anyway, as I was saying, did you sleep well? Yeah, as well as can be expected. So bad.
Oscar!
For the love of... are you 5? 29, last I checked. Arthur puts a palm on his face. In defeat! What is this, a comedy duo? And these guys are supposed to be criminals? Ignore him. He gets an attitude when he has to wake up early. Yeah, like some other people. I glare at him. Pretty sure his shit attitude is a 24/7 occurrence. Cut her some slack, Ozzy. It's not every day that someone loses their lifeline over someone they trusted. Oz grumbles, but doesn't say anything. I guess he agrees. Anyway, what do you say about some breakfast? Or, well, brunch? Ozzy made some choco pistachio cookies, and I can make you something to drink. Maybe some tuna rice balls too, so you have something more filling? There are some leftovers from lunch. Don't want to bother you. Well, more than I am. Nonsense. It's no bother at all. I'm not a barista and cook because I need to save money or anything. I just enjoy doing it. Now, what would you like to drink? I'm not really in the mood for coffee, but I'd still like something that gives me a burst of energy.
Right on.
Arthur heads into the kitchen and, just as quickly as yesterday, prepares a drink with all the expertise of a trained barista. Well, he is a trained barista. Woo! Since you say you didn't want any coffee, but were hoping for a drink to give you an energy boost, I thought of make you a masala chai. It has caffeine too, but not as much as coffee. The spiciness should help you feel less groggy. Arthur places the cup right next to Oz's, so I end up sitting next to him on the couch. I'll be right back. Going to make another cup of coffee and get the rice balls from the fridge. Once Arthur is out of sight, Oz reaches for the plate of cookies and shoves them right in my face. 8. Right. God, will I ever get used to the hospitality? This whole situation is so weird. After I grab one, Oz puts the plate back on the table, but doesn't take his eyes off of me. I gulp and bring the cookies right on my lips, ready to be savored. I wish he didn't watch me so intent. Holy shit, these are so good! The moment I finish it, my hand goes right onto the plate to get at least 2 more. Oz relaxes his eyes and puffs out his chest. Well, maybe they are. He lets out a big, hearty laugh and goes back to his iced coffee. Zero modesty, huh? A few mouthfuls of chai later, Arthur comes back with his coffee and a few plates of rice balls. He sits right next to me. That reminds me, Fauna. We need to talk about getting you more clothes. True. There's this website Ozzy and I use all the time that has a great selection, and in many sizes. So, you don't need to worry about getting something that doesn't fit you or feels too big. Arthur passes me his phone, placing it directly in front of my hands. My other hand is holding a rice ball. A clothing store app called Essentia shows up on the screen. Please, make sure to choose whatever you need. So, still a bit hesitant, I nod and start scrolling through the phone to choose a couple of plain tops and pants in my size. Nothing too conspicuous. Arthur peeks at my selection over my shoulder. Is that all? Wouldn't you need any pajamas? He catches me right as I'm finishing my second rice ball. I don't want to impose. Plus, I can only sleep with my plain t-shirt. Oz looks at me like I've spoken a forbidden word, and after seeing Arthur's horrified expression, I can see why. A plain t-shirt? Absolutely not. God damn it. Have you seen the collection they have for pajamas? There's just so many cute options. You must choose one. I insist. I think I've turned a switch on. Oh, if you've only seen their bear pajamas they had last season. While Arthur rambles on about the wonders of cute pajamas, Oz scoots closer to me and hands a cup near his mouth, as if he wants to tell me a secret. You better let this one go, unless you want him to talk your ears off about his fixation on cute clothes. Oz shudders. Or worse, his bear obsession. I sigh, but eventually touch Arthur's shoulder to get his attention before his babbling can continue. Okay, you win. I'll get one too. I look down at the phone once again and click on the sleepwear section. My finger keeps scrolling on the screen until one with an apple design catches my eye. This one's right up my alley. I add it to the cart and hand the phone back to Arthur. Thank you so much for this, Arthur. It's genuinely kind of you.
Of course.
Think nothing of it. Still, I'd like to repay you somehow. Maybe I can do housework? I appreciate that, Fauna, but it's really not necessary. I quite enjoy doing housework. Besides, the way you're going to help out is by working at my cafe. What? Huh?
Well...
You didn't really think all of this was for free, did you? And I could always use a new helping hand at the cafe. You just want someone to wear the spare apron you finished, don't you? Well, I don't mind. This sits much better with me anyway. I don't feel like a freeloader. Arthur claps his hands, excited. Excellent. With just a few adjustments, I'm sure the apron will fit you like a glove. Before Arthur can go on another tangent, Oz stops him in his tracks by standing up from the couch. Can we please move on from the small talk now? I don't know about you, but I think what happened yesterday was pretty damn bad. Oz. No, he's right. There's a limit to how much we can try not to overthink it. At the end of the day, we've got to address the elephant in the room. That's true. Thankfully, they couldn't get any recordings of Oz's face because the SD card from the security camera was full. My face is one thing, but what about you? Isn't your face all over the police station, being an ex-employee and all? So now that I think about it, you look a lot different than the picture they showed on TV. Was it an old one or something? Security cameras aren't in every single room. They're only reserved for sections of the building, like the detention center or the entrance. As for my picture being different, I paused, my hands clenched into fists. I was actually about to change it once I got promoted as a detective. But we all know how that went. Well, it's still good that you decided to wait here until then. Otherwise, your most recent photo would have been all over the news. Yeah. Oz stares at me for a few seconds, but doesn't say anything. He puts one hand behind his head and faces Arthur, as if he was trying to change the subject. Okay, moving along. There's that announcement about a new chief of police that's shady as fuck. What is he, the freaking Pope? I'm worried about that too. If he actually gets named as the chief of police, he'll have a lot more power than before. And we've already seen what he's capable of. Chief Barrows must have been a thorn in his side, and my idea was the perfect opportunity to get rid of him. And me. Don't forget about me. He really got greedy by wanting to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Pompous trash will have a piece of my fist when he least expects it. The guy surely isn't winning any points. But let's not forget to have a really thought-out plan.
Ozzy.
This goes especially for you, Ozzy. I don't want a repeat of last time. Will you ever let it go, man? Arthur's right. Aslan might be a sneaky douchebag, but he's not an idiot. If we want a chance to get him, we'll have to really think it over to avoid making any mistakes. Oh well, repeating them. I don't think anything we did yesterday will work again. There are a few seconds of uncomfortable silence until Arthur clears his throat.
Well,
I think I might be able to help. I have some connections that could give me some info about people in the police. Wait, really? Then... However, it will take a few days for me to make sure everything is legitimate. I don't want to send you on a suicide mission. Besides, I believe it'll be important for Fauna to be trained appropriately. I raise an eyebrow. Trained? Wait, what do you mean? Before Arthur can answer, Oz puts a hand on his shoulder. Arthur nods in understanding. Oz looks me straight in the eye with a kind of stare that's difficult to read. Is it rage, purpose, or sadness? Have you ever seen someone get killed before? The question is like a punch to the gut. I knew it. I knew it would come sooner or later, but actually hearing those words makes me shudder unintentionally. I squeeze my eyes shut and take a deep breath before answering. No. Never. Yeah. Thought so. But it's okay. I know very well what your job entails, and I already said I was going to help. Whether I'm part of the killing or not. Now, well, I was going to have to get used to it anyway if I wanted to be a detective. That's all well and good, but that's not the only thing Artie meant with training, Bambi. It's not? What Ozzy is trying to say is that you lack stamina. Your body needs to be able to handle running around. That's true. I don't want Oz to have to carry me around like a sack of potatoes every time I'm short of breath. And that's not all. With tensions running so high right now, with you and Ozzy being on the news, you'll likely have to lay low for a while. This means being more stealthy and not leaving any calling cards for the time being. We'll have to choose a target who people think died for reasons unrelated to Tiger. That makes sense. Drawing attention to us is the last thing we want right now. What about the owner of Coven? The fashion brand? That's a good option. The owner, Mark Johnson, owns the fast fashion factory. Even I've heard horror stories from those, like they sometimes steal ideas from smaller brands and such. Yes, which is especially grating to me, but sadly, that's not the worst part. Fast fashion companies get cheap labor from people, pay them peanuts, and sometimes don't even give them medical insurance despite their work environment being less than suitable. Not to mention, this slimeball in particular takes advantage of women. With every new detail that Arthur mentions, I notice Oz getting physically angrier. And I'm not faring much better. One of the veins on my forehead feels like it's going to pop from how pronounced my frown is. My hands are also tightly clenched into fists. That man. Should rot, should suffer, should be sentenced to death. Ooh! Jail is not gonna do anything for him. Let's be so for real. That man should suffer! Yeah! That man deserves to suffer. A lot. I think I should keep this to myself, though. Anyway, seems like we're all on the same page, right? I'll devise a plan for this target soon. And remember, no calling cards. Yeah, we'll be as stealthy as a cat or whatever. Arthur claps his hands once. Good. Now I know it's Friday, but since we have a lot to prepare, I'll close the cafe for today. Monday should be good for Johnson. Meanwhile, I'll also think about options on how to stop King. Let me know if you have any ideas for that as well, okay? Especially you, Fauna. You're the one who knows him best. Right. Wrong. With what happened yesterday, I doubt I know him as well as I thought. Still, I have to think of something. My future is on the line. Okay, if we're done here, I think Bambi and I should go to the park and do some running. Excuse me? What? You think this is a joke? You couldn't run 2 blocks without being out of breath when we were escaping. I can't work a miracle in 3 days. That would be fucking impossible, but should be good enough to at least increase some of your energy. Point taken. Honestly, I feel like this game would also do well as somewhat of a management sim, just managing your stats, increasing your stamina, doing kills and all that. That would be absolutely amazing. God. I just thought we'd start tomorrow. Wait, Ozzy, if you're going to the park, I think we should first do something about Fauna's hair. I know it's very different from what was shown on the news, but the color is still the same. We can never be too careful. Good idea. That brings me back. Haven't dyed my hair since high school. Fine, but don't take too long, okay? Shouldn't take more than an hour. I'll wait for you at Golden Meadows, Bambi. With a huff and a step, Oz walks down the stairs to head to the park. Don't worry about him. He just doesn't like waiting. Honestly, I can relate. In any case, have you decided which color you'd like to dye your hair? I'll help you, so don't worry. I was thinking of dyeing it pink. It's one of my favorite colors. Maybe it's a bit flashy, but ironically, I think it'll make me stand out less since my natural hair color is auburn brown, which is darker. Oz will probably tell you that you look like one of those thingamajigmons, or that round flying pink ball that absorbs power. Wait, is he talking about Pokemon and Corby? Sorry, went on a tangent there. You make a good point with the standing out less thing, and pink is very cute. I think it'll suit you. Thank you, Arthur. I'm curious, did you and Oz dye your hair as well?
Right on.
My natural hair color is dark brown, and Oz's is ginger. Ginger? I know, right? But don't tell him I said that. Arthur puts a finger on his mouth. My lips are sealed. Alright, come with me. Just a heads up, the quality won't be like that of the salons. But I dye Ozzy's hair and mine all the time, so I promise it won't look bad. At least. Now you make me excited about how this is gonna look. Arthur laughs, and I follow him into the bigger bathroom of the house. Man, I wonder what Fauna's glow is gonna look like. The outfit change is already pretty big. I'm wondering how her hair's gonna look after getting dyed. Okay, we're done, Fauna. Why don't you take a look at yourself in the mirror? Oh, she's cute! Ah! Wow. Is this really me? I know that's a stupid question to ask myself, but I still can't help it. Seeing my hair like this feels so unreal. You've gone speechless, wait, like what you see? Yes, I really appreciate your help, Arthur. I don't think it would have looked as nice if I'd done it on my own. You give me too much credit, but I'm happy you like it. Now that your hair's all dried, you can go ahead and meet Ozzy. Arthur puts a hairdryer on top of the chair I'd been sitting on and hands me a spare key. Will do. I tie my hair in a ponytail and put the key in my pants pocket. Don't come home too late now, alright? Okay. God, Arthur is definitely a mama bear, and I barely met him yesterday. Oz, he may be a bit grumpy, but he's nice enough to want to help me train. Can I really honestly trust him? I should get going. When I arrive at the park, there are several people doing different activities. While some are walking and playing with their dogs, others are having picnics or basking in the sun. The remaining ones are focused on their workout routines, including Oz. He's sitting on the grass and stretching his legs, one of them being bent while the other is straight. His hair is tied into a ponytail like the first time I saw him. I am so not looking forward to this. The sound of my steps must have alerted him, because he turns his head in my direction. Oz's eyes widen for a few seconds before he stands up and walks over to me. Sorry for the wait. Why isn't he saying anything? Is my hair that weird? Huh. Interesting. Are you a fan of Corby? Oh my god, not you too! Already said the same thing? Guess he's seen me play Corby's games a bunch of times. If you must know, I do like Corby, but that's not why I chose pink. Pink is just one of my favorite colors. I love how pleasing it is to look at and how it can be warm and cheerful at the same time. It has a sort of calming effect on me. It's comforting. I get that. Really? Oh, come on. You must have figured out by now that blue is my favorite color. Well, but so is red. Oh, that's interesting. Usually people have a favorite between these two. Maybe because they're polar opposites? Oz shrugs. I just like what they represent for me. Doesn't always have to be that deep, you know. You just like what you like. I guess that's true. Well, for what it's worth, I think it suits you. Thank you? Damn, I'm always catching me off guard with these out-of-the-blue compliments. Anyway, Oz claps once. I don't know if you noticed, but those are not the right clothes for training. Ah! Damn it, I forgot to change! Sorry, I rushed here because I didn't want to make you wait anymore. Fine, I'll let it go this time. But we're still exercising. Yes, sir! I make a salute, as if Oz were my captain, which he seems to appreciate. He crosses his arms and ups through his nose, ready for his first command. 2 series of jumping jacks. Go! My body immediately follows, as if being led by Oz's powerful voice. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2! Though I don't jump very high, my arms and legs coordination is good enough. Sadly, the same can be said about my speed. Come on! You're almost there! Hasn't even been 5 minutes, but I feel like I'm already sweating my ass off. On your knees, Bambi! 20 push-ups! 20?! Did I stutter? 20 push-ups, coming right up! I do a high plank position with my palms flat on the grass and right below my shoulders. Slowly, my elbows start bending low enough that my face almost touches the ground. 1, 2, 3. Oh God, kill me now! Keep going, Bambi. His tone is slightly teasing, but also encouraging. Just a few more. Done. I raise my head to look at him with a radiant smile, proud of my work, only to be crushed by his next words.
You're running a lap after this.
No! I freaking love their dynamic. Like, holy shit. Lord, have mercy. I didn't think my resistance was this bad. My whole body is spread out on the floor and I'm panting hard.
Bambi.
Oz squats next to me and I can barely find the energy to move my head to look at him. Please. No more. What? No, I was just gonna say it's been an hour. Oh. You really thought I was gonna make you work more than that? Most people don't exercise more than an hour a day. Even you? He snorts. I'm not most people. Touché. Oz pats my shoulder. Alright, get up so we can go home. We'll continue tomorrow. As he starts to get back on his feet, I grab the sleeve of his hoodie.
Hey!
What are you? I can't move. Oz's answer doesn't come right away. His eyes and mouth open so wide that for a moment it feels like I'm looking at a fish. Then he sighs. Fucking hell. Well, this is cute. Before I can even react, he picks me up from the ground and carries me on his back like I didn't weigh a thing. I was just going to say you could give me an arm to help me walk. You didn't have to literally carry me. Too late. But, shut up. This is faster. Well, yeah, but you better hold on tight if you don't want me to drop you. I quickly grab onto his neck for dear life, which makes Oz laugh. That's what I thought. As if he hadn't been exercising at all, Oz walks at a moderate pace with me in tow. Neither of us talks. I simply concentrate on the sound of his steps, crunching a number of fallen leaves and the warmth of his back. His heartbeat is slow, steady, soothing. A resounding contrast to what mine was just a few minutes ago. It almost makes me want to ask how someone with such a gentle sound could possibly be a cold-blooded killer. I open my mouth with an innate curiosity, all my words sleeping to be let out. No. I bite my lip and ask something different instead. Aren't I heavy? Oz glances at me over his shoulder with a raised eyebrow. He then looks back in front. You're fine. I see. Besides, he looks at me over his shoulder, once again, this time with a grin. I'm fucking strong. I can't help but laugh, which he doesn't seem to mind. He spends the rest of the way back in comfortable silence. That is really cute. God. The moment we arrive at the cafe, Oz makes sure to put me down before we enter. Arthur greets us with a smile. He looks especially excited to see me. Fauna, your clothes have arrived. Really? That was fast! Holy shit! That's fast even for them. Yeah, I was surprised too. Not an unwelcome surprise though. Arthur grabs an eco bag with several packages wrapped in tissue paper and places it in my hands. Here you go. Thank you. You're very welcome. Now, why don't you both go take a shower? Don't worry, Fauna. We have more than one bathroom, and take it easy while I cook dinner. Oz yawns and nods before heading upstairs. Are you sure you don't need any help? Nah, don't worry. I'm sure you're very tired already. You're not wrong about that. Besides, you'll start helping me out tomorrow at the cafe, so I need you to get plenty of rest. I could do that. Arthur smiles and I make my way upstairs to Oz's, and I guess also my room. Okay, let's see now. Wow. Once I finish opening all the packages, a good number of soft and comfy-looking tops and pants lie on top of my bed, including the apple pajamas. There's also a pair of socks, too. Thank God. Really don't have to worry about not having clothes this week. And these are so neat.
Bambi.
Oz. Oh my God. I love his outfit. Like, it's so cute in a t-shirt. The words I was going to say die in my mouth when I see him already in his pajamas. Just how quickly to shower! Oz shrugs and grins. Told ya, I don't like beating around the bush. What is that, your life motto? Unless that honor goes to your pajama top. Anyway, I was just gonna tell you that you're free to use the bottom drawer of my wardrobe if you want. Oh, thanks. Oz makes an it's whatever kind of gesture with his hand before sitting on his desk and opening his laptop. Guess this is my life now, huh? At least for a while. I quickly grab my pajamas and head over to the bathroom to take a quick shower. Right. What's gonna go wrong today? I gotta pee. Am I gonna piss on Oz? Hopefully I don't wake. Huh? He's not as... I get to pee on Oz! I'm kidding, of course. There's no way that's gonna happen. Oz? Did he need to go to the toilet too? We can piss together! Oz! After leaving the bathroom and heading to the other one, for good measures in case Oz was using it, I'll make my way to the living room. I don't see him in the kitchen either. Where is he? Should I wake up Arthur? The thud of the front door closing takes me out of my trance. Soft, dull, as if it was trying to go unnoticed. I start walking down the stairs, slowly, carefully, doing my best not to make so much as a peep. Hello? Hello? The room is dark, just like the rest of the house, so I managed to hide myself pretty well in the shadows without needing to go all the way down into the cafe. Oz is standing in the middle of the room, silent, wearing the same clothes and wig as whenever he embraces his tiger persona. Something feels off. I swallow hard as I internally encourage myself to go down one more step, a step into the danger zone. Blood. I see blood. All over his face and clothes. Blood that is definitely not his. My hand clutches the front of my shirt, and I bite my lip hard so as to not scream. His eyes are intense, uncanny, and full of rage. They make me feel something. Horny! Excitement! My heart pumps against my chest, and I can't help but shiver. The adventure, the adrenaline, the thrill. How good it must feel to let them all take the reins. How good it must feel to let out your wrath. When is it my turn? The sound of Oz's steps makes me come around again. He's coming towards the stairs. Quickly, without making any noise, I rush in the direction of Oz's room. I bolt to my bed and cover myself to the top of my head, not wanting to risk looking suspicious. I wait and wait. I still need to pee. Ow! So you get to pee, but I don't! God damn it, Oz! He doesn't come. Instead, I hear the faint sound of running water from a nearby toilet. I better try get some sleep. Whether I can or not is about to be seen, but I need to pee! Why won't you let me pee? 9 days until Aslan becomes the chief of police. Do I get to pee? Anyway, that was chapter 1 of Killer Trait. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. And it might be a while before we get to chapter 2 and onwards of Killer Trait, but definitely excited. I love the redesign and the rewrites of this game. Like, I feel like it's a major step up from the original 2 demos, and I'm excited to see where this goes. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.